When you look at this game last night, who deserves the blame for the Bucs loss?
Gilbert.
Gil's is a reason to
Same person who I've been blaming for the last 2 months.
I think the team. I mean, they let their foot off the gas. Up 20 at home with no LeBron. You should have put them to bed, but you let your foot off the gas and you gave them confidence. Because at the end of the day, it's still NBA players, regardless if LeBron's out there or not. But, you got D'Lo that's been playing well. Austin Reeves that plays the same all the time.
Hey, how was they subbing when it was up 20? Huh? How was his subbing when they were up 20, huh?
I had left. So really, that's not really a loss for me. So, because I had left. I thought the game was over.
Thought it was over, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it was up 20 in the third.
Listen, man.
Maybe they would have won if you stayed.
Ain't nothing changed, man. I said it was a bad job getting that job because there was no upside to getting the Bucs job, right? You can only go down. The team was 30-13 before they got to you, so there was no upside for Doc here, only downside. Now you're coming in the middle of the season, right? Even though you've been consulting, but you're coming in the middle of the season, then you're going to try to do what? Change? Make it a defensive squad versus an offensive squad? Because before they were heavy offensively, right? Averaging 24 a game, giving up 119. And then the narrative, oh, Doc is bringing defense. No, he sacrificed his offense to make it look like he had better defense. So he went down to 315, 316, but his offense went from 124 to 119. So he didn't do shit, but just slowed the ball down. As you can see, they still can't play any defense. So you're just tricking the algorithm, and it's fool's gold that you put some type of defensive strategy into it. And how? When you played 2, 3, 4 games, then went to All-Star break, and you come back as the defensive guru, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that works for them ESPN dummies. All I do is just got to look at the right shit and realize you're just slowing the ball down so the other teams get less possessions, so it looks like you're playing defense, but you're still giving up. They're still scoring at the same rate that they were before, even higher. So you're a worse team than they were before. That's why you're 14-12. So one more loss, they're tied with A. Griffin when he got there. But he needs 16 more goddamn wins.
So the Bucs should have just stayed with Griffin.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your problem with the Bucs is just Doc Rivers.
Yes.
My problem, my personal problem with Doc?
Yeah.
My personal problem.
Because of the All-Star.
Yeah, he should have voted for me All-Star.
Okay. No, that's...
Some beefs are eternal.
Yeah, he should have voted for me All-Star. I haven't seen that nigga a fruit basket, and he still voted for them Pistons.
What kind of fruits were in the basket, though? It's very important.
The ones that was in season that year.
Okay. Seasonal fruit?
but for real, I pay attention to, the coaching style, how he subs, and, him adjusting, and it's like, this is a dumb decision. You should have just waited to the end of the season.
So we talked about that freak time duo. There was a lot of hype surrounding the move when the trade happened. Yeah.
The who? What you call it?
Freak time. That's the
that's
Greek
okay.
freak and Dame time. That's
you said freak Nick?
No, I thought I heard.
I thought he said something
you heard freak.
No, I heard him. I just wanted to make sure I heard him correct.
Freak time.
Freak time.
Freak time.
AO as the kids would say, freak time.
Freak time.
Were the expectations too unrealistic for that pairing, and why are they struggling to mesh together still, Brandon, this late into the season?
I mean, like you guys said, I think it's the coaching changes. And then, it's the first year, so you got to get used to playing with each other. I mean, thank God they're in the second spot, though. Like, they're still going to make the playoffs, so, they'll still get the playoff experience, and let's see what happens then. But probably, the coaching change is kind of, like you guys keep saying, like, in the mid of the season when you're already winning, it's kind of tough. So I think that's probably what it is. Still trying to figure out each other. Guys been hurt. Chris Middleton, we just got Patrick Beverly. So, it's all type of new faces and stuff.
So as you mentioned, Bucks are in the second spot in the East right now. The team currently occupying the 7th spot, Miami Heat.
And they've been having our numbers.
That concerning it all. Seems like
Bucks?
one of the few teams you don't want to see.
It was concerning
let's
when Doc got the job, dog.
That shit ain't concerning, man. Fucking Giannis went healthy. They would have beat the shit out them. They would have swept them boys last year if Giannis was healthy. Let's stop it, man. God damn. Like, them motherfuckers ain't worried about the Miami Heat, man.
Who ain't?
The Bucks.
They not worrying about Miami Heat. They should be worrying about Doc. People can say, hey, man, you hating and stuff. Am I wrong? I said it from the beginning. First one to say this is going to be a tragedy. 14-12.
Yeah, they should.
14-12. That's his 14-12. 5-5 last.
I can't fight that if that's the.
Like,
You know what I
that's the
mean?
fact.
Like,
That's the
I've
facts.
said
I
it
can't
before.
fight that.
Before he started any game, I said this is about to be a tragedy right here. Because I already know he's never had a Dame before. So he don't even know how to use that type of player. Every guard he has is pass first point guards. Majority of the point, they can't stretch the floor anyway, right? So he don't know this type of offense, right? That's not has been his style.
Well, yeah, James. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you see how that worked out.
No. I mean,
Right, so it was. I know his track record, so yeah, I'm gonna throw a little bit of sauce on it, but I know he's gonna fail, so the extra sauce makes me look better. The extra sauce makes it look better, and the fact that Miami Heat, if they face Miami Heat, Sproul will change his defensive coverages and his offensive coverage game to game. If Doc wins first game, every game going forward is going to be the same.
we'll see.
You know what I mean?
I got to see this.
Right, left, that's it. Right. You can block him. He ain't going to go left, right, not one time. It's going to be the same step sticker. Your ass is going to change up. Like, nah, I don't need to. Am I right? He ain't.
I mean, healthy though with Dame. I mean, we got the talent though. I think the talent would overdo it though.
Like
Our talent should be able to
30
get
and
past
13.
Miami.
And 30 and 13, you was playing well. Playing well. Everything, for the most part, even though Dame wasn't Damon, you were 30 and 13, and people were still talking about your defense. Where's the noise now about the defense? Where's the noise from all the people who was trying to get Griffin out of there? Right? It was a bit, they're not playing defense, this and that. And it's like, wait, they playing a lot of offense, though. They playing a lot of fucking offense. This team is better than it was last year because the point spread versus the defense. So where's that now when this team is struggling on both sides of the field? So basically, they were trying to get him the fuck out of there for some reason.
I mean, the 12 and 14. I mean,
14 and 12. I mean, it's
14 and 12. I mean,
But if you are going to make a move, right? And you don't want Adrian there for whatever reason, why not just let, was it Purdy who took over?
Joe Prunty?
Joe Prunty. Yeah, that's
Why
been
not
there.
just let
Yeah, that's
Prunty-
been there before too.
Why not just let him take over? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's been there.
It's the same terminology.
Yep. They
You're
understand.
not, they understand it already. They're not
respect
bringing
him.
a new voice in there. Like, it ain't always greener.
I guess the point is why even, if you're going to do that, why even get rid of Adrian Griffin in the first place? Just work through the,
just work through it if you can. But if you want to, if it's a personality thing, right? You bring somebody that's in the business, same terminology, but it's a They can go to him and be like, listen, this was the problem with Adrian. Your opportunity, right? And I think them guys would have received that a little better than coming with a whole different scheme, a whole different voice, like that shit tough.
People don't realize.
In the middle of the season,
In the middle of the season.
You're doing
Like, you play on a team for 3 years under a certain system. You get a coach in the summer, and he come in a training camp with some different plays and shit. That's hard.
Bro, that was like when we had Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, that's hard. Like,
Detroit.
damn, hold on,
That was
dog.
a whole culture shock.
Yeah.
Like that shit went from cool to everyday detail. Like, God damn.
Like, yeah, you be sitting there like, yo,
Damn.
dog, what play is this? You still running the old plays, the plays you've been doing for the last 3 years. He done switched the playbook, and you gotta. I said black. Well, goddamn it, I did black. Nah, that's my red. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, goofy ass. Why don't you just name the shit that we already know?
yeah.
Well, no, I don't know if I said it like 2 weeks ago when I said, it was when Giannis was out, and I said the way Dame has played, he plays well with, Middleton came back and Lopez. Those three play well because they're just pick and pop guys, right? Giannis plays well with Portis and Beasley. So depending on who's playing well, who has the ball, depending on who you shutting out, I don't think they know all six know how to play well together. So if Giannis is playing well and he has the ball, those passes that he's looking for is going to Beasley and Portis. Dame's passes is going to Lopez, and
That's when you need a true point guard. I think the Bucks are missing a true point guard, like somebody that can just like facilitate and get guys, because there's a lot of talent on the floor, and Dame's not really like a passer like that. So you need like Drew was. That's why Drew was so good there, though, to me, because he didn't have to score.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, as a coach, you have to recognize that there's Bloods and Crips going on in this goddamn group, because he only want to pass it to him and him. He only want to pass it to him and him. And if he has the ball, these two are pointless now. If he has the ball, those two are pointless. They got to figure out how to blend it in and make some plays where it's a little mixed up. Because right now, you can see it's two different teams. This Dame's team when he has the ball, and this Giannis team when he has the ball.
They need that truce of 9 deuce.
Like, you remember I wrote it on the thing without even looking. It was like, Giannis playing well, so that means Portis, and Beasley is probably getting the ball too.
Middleton, Giannis and Middleton play well together. I mean,
back then.
I mean, also been hurt.
Yeah, that's what I said. So they haven't. Beasley and kicked in for Middleton. So he knows when he's driving, he knows where he's at. That corner, right corner, boom.
Oh yeah, Pat Bev was hurt last night too. Forgot about that. Well, that would have never happened with Pat Bev on the court. I forgot about that, man. I forgot about that.
What, Pat?
Yeah, Pat was on the court. That would never happen.
But Doc is coach, right?
I know who's coaching.
Okay, just checking.
I know who's coaching.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
I know who's coaching. But I know who's gonna be out there. Who would have been out there?
So, Brady, you mentioned that the Bucks were without Pat Bev in their game last night. We got a little news report. He has a torn ligament in his right wrist.
Ooh.
Still deciding if he can play through it because surgery would cause him to miss 3 to 4 months.
His right wrist?
Yeah.
See, there we go. That's that shit. I be talking about injuries off.
Right wrist ligament?
Ligament?
Yeah, so
He's gonna just
torn ligament in his right wrist. He's still deciding if he can play through it.
play with the torn ligament?
Yeah, right? You can cast it up, right? I mean, shit. Just get out there. I mean, I know. Shit.
It'd be a dead man walking on the court, man. They can't even. That's something like that. They can't even afford to put him out there. Because if we know he can't shoot, he put a cast on that motherfucker. What you think we're gonna do now?
Right.
So
It ain't even hitting. It ain't even hitting. It's just the fact that I don't even guard him. He's the decoy now. Now we literally playing 4-on-5.
Right.
So even if he decide to take 10 shots, which he won't.
A torn ligament. So how long is that?
So he might play through it, but if he decides to get the surgery, it's 3 to 4 months. And we talked about the potential Bucks Heat matchup. So the Bucks Heat have played each other 3 times this season. Bucks won the first 2 games with Adrian Griffin as head coach. Lost the third with Doc. The Heat did not have Jimmy Butler.
Just add fuel to it.
Man, every time, if he sounded good, and then it go to, but then.
Doc Rivers.
The first 2 games, Adrian Griffin next.
This is coming from one of our producers who is a longtime Bucks fan.
Not for us. Our producers.
I felt the pain in his.
That's why I don't know why Bucks fans be mad. The producers are Bucks fans.
Yeah, no, right.
Like we got a Bucks fan, we got a Knicks fan. We got
all East Coast back there.
He said facts cut deep. So last question on the subject, but Mr. B, how much faith do you have in the Bucks to make a run in this playoff? Still Bucks in 6?
Yeah, no, we're still gonna make a run.
Okay.
And we definitely got the first round, second round, then we're gonna see Boston.
Without Pat?
We gotta see. He might play through it.
Even if he played through it, come on, man.
I mean,
It's not left, dog.
I mean, listen.
It's not his left hand. It's his right hand. Like, what can
he do right now for treatment right now, like until the playoffs?
For torn.
Nothing.
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 That needle.
Nothing. You
Can't take a shot. Can't take a shot.
You can put a cortisone in there, but you ain't gonna feel nothing everywhere else.
All right, well, right now we got to sacrifice.
Get through it.
But that's
now-
every game, though. You go.
We got to sacrifice right now.
And if
Yeah, that's every game, right?
A cortisone shot every game.
Right, Ken?
Some no cortisone, no.
No?
Toradol,
Oh, Toradol. Cortisol, well, that wears off.
cortisone, yeah, but
So
over time though,
What would you take for this one? Toradol?
you can't take.
I mean, if you had to. If this was football.
You can't ice it,
Toradol.
nothing. You can't ice nothing.
Toradol.
Just,
If this was like the playoffs,
yeah.
or like the finals, he'd be taking Toradol shots.
And hopefully we do get that Bucks Heat matchup. Underdog, please send us to the Heat games so we could do some
Even
expert,
with Toradol
diligent
shot,
research.
I mean, you get too juiced up, you won't even feel your shot though.
Damn that Toradol.
Yeah. Your stomach up too.
What?
Yeah.
Bad.
Let's keep things moving. A few
No, I
weeks
still got Bucks getting to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
My bad.
ago, they are my Eastern Conference team, obviously family allegiance.
Us in Boston.
Great city.
You laugh at him and they in second?
Us in Boston.
Huh?
His Laker team won't even be.
That's what I'm saying.
His Laker team
He
won't even
laughing
be
at a team
around
that's in second.
when the shit really hit the
And
fan.
I'm laughing at a team who's 14 and 12 since they
But
got
That's
still in
fine.
second.
We still in
That's
second.
last
That's
place.
fine. That's no. We
No,
still
y'all
in
in
second.
last place.
No,
We
that's
still in
last
second.
place.
We still in second.
Since Doc has come, what place are y'all in since Doc got there? Last place.
I bet you.
Shit, y'all over there
I
with
bet you y'all be out before us.
When Detroit, now they in front of Detroit, they're in front of the Wizards. They might be right behind Charlotte in the last 26 games, though.
That's fine.
Brand, you said
I'm not talking about the Bucks when Adrian. See, y'all using the whole totality of it.
We is. It's the whole season.
I'm
The whole
talking
season.
about the last 26 games of the
Last
season
26
since
games.
he been coach. Where y'all ranking at? Yeah,
So last 26 games, we are 14 and 12.
12.
Brand, you said Eastern Conference Finals that you think the Bucks can reach there. Can they win that series in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Beat Boston, yeah.
2-7.
Okay.
2-7.
Little leprechaun in the.
So yeah, they'll play Miami, and then if they win that game, they'll play Cleveland or Indiana.
I see Drew Holiday won't smoke though.
Yeah, Drew
I saw
Holiday.
Drew Holiday on the Draymond Green.
He was,
They can,
Man,
get,
he
they
was-
can get through it.
He won't smoke.
you know,
They can get through it. I mean, they can get through the
Understandable.
Eastern Conference.
he was just trying to nap, take a good nap.
Yeah, I'm glad you
They
looked at
booted
it,
him.
came to your assistance.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, when you look at
laughed a
the
little hard when
Bro,
you said
yeah, like
I'm like Miami, I can still put y'all over Miami. Then 3-6, that's Indiana.
Miami in 6,
Cleveland.
Indiana in 6.
And then,
yeah, everything gonna be in
I
6.
can see it. I can see it.
And Boston in 6.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No.
Well, just
We'll relax.
6,
Right. You see, I came to.
We're going 6. We're
No,
going.
I'm saying, you see, I came to my senses. Like, okay, y'all can get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but that's it.
All right.